Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've got a nice delicious recipe for you, nice and easy. It's a weeknight meal you can put together. It's simple and the cleanup is super easy. So what we have here today is some shrimp. We're gonna marinate it in some olive oil and lemon juice and some spices and lots of garlic, because I love garlic. And we're gonna add some asparagus to this and sweet potatoes. It's going all on one pan. So like I said, the cleanup is easy and you're gonna love the flavor. I'm Rockin' Robin and I'm gonna show you how to do it right after this. Let me show you the ingredients so we can get started. First off, we have our shrimp. Now I'm using wild caught shrimp and these are 31 to 40 in size and they've already been cleaned and deveined, so they're ready to go. Next up is our sweet potato, which I just peeled and chopped up into little strips, almost like, little wedges. Next up is our asparagus. You just want to rinse these guys and then just snip off the tough end of the asparagus and make sure that they're dry so that they will not steam in the oven, but they'll actually roast. We'll need some minced garlic, which I just used a garlic press for that. We'll need some salt, Ancho chili powder, which has become one of my favorite little spices to use. It has a nice sweet flavor to it, and it's a little smoky and earthy, and it's not too spicy at all. We'll need some chipotle pepper, and I have a fresh lemon here. I'm using organic because I'm going to be using a little bit of the lemon zest and the juice, and we'll need some olive oil. To start off our recipe, first thing, preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're gonna marinate our shrimp. Now make sure your shrimp are thawed and defrosted. I took mine out about 2 hours ago so that all the water would just pretty much get out of it. Now we're gonna add some olive oil to the dish, and then I'm gonna add the garlic, and I'm gonna work that in, get it all distributed all over the shrimp. Then we're gonna add the chipotle and the Ancho chili powder. I am not gonna add the lemon juice until last, right before it goes in the oven, because if you put it in too soon, it will actually cook your shrimp, and we don't wanna do that. Now we're ready to start cooking. Now since the sweet potatoes take the longest to cook, we're gonna place them in the tray here, the pan that we're cooking this in. And I'm gonna add olive oil to it. I'm gonna do it all in the same pan so we're not dirtying, a lot of dishes or anything. Keep it simple, so sprinkle on your olive oil, take your clean hands, and then just massage all the pieces. You want to make sure everything gets covered with olive oil. All right, we want to spread the potatoes out so that each piece is touching the bottom of the pan, right? We'll leave a little room over here for our asparagus later. Then I'm going to take a little bit of salt, hold your hand up a little high, and just give it a little seasoning of that. I also like my Ancho chili powder on here. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this. So we're going to place the sweet potatoes in the oven for about 15 minutes. We need to check the potatoes. I'm checking these at 12 minutes in because the time that it takes to cook these is going to vary depending on how thick you cut your potatoes. These are getting soft, so that's good. I'm going to take them out now and I'm going to add the asparagus. Place the asparagus on the pan and pour a little more olive oil on them. They need to have some oil on them as well. Just kind of roll them in it. Pan's still a little hot, so watch your fingers. Season the asparagus with a little bit of salt as well. Now we're going to put these back in the oven for about, I'll check them about 6 minutes, but it'll probably go 8. All right, we're 6 minutes into our asparagus cooking. Let's test them. You want to test them, guys, depending on how thick yours are and how done you like them. Okay, this still has a little resistance. I think that's perfect. I don't like my asparagus too soft, so I'm going to pull this out and add the shrimp. All right, so before we add the shrimp, remember we have to add our lemon juice. So I'm just going to squeeze some lemon juice right in here. Give it a toss, and I'm going to sprinkle with just a little bit of salt. Give that a toss. Now I do want to move some of this over because I want more room now for my shrimps, and I don't want them, raw shrimp, touching my, almost cooked veggies here. So I'm going to spread these over. And I'm gonna lay these guys out in a single file, right? Single, so everyone's touching the bottom of the pan. Now I mentioned some lemon zest. I'm just gonna zest a little bit here, not too much. It's really nice. Okay, these are going back in the oven for about 6 minutes. Guys, I just took this out of the oven. It looks fabulous. All right, guys, that's it. We're done. This dish is so simple to make and nice and easy. The biggest challenge is just timing your vegetables a little bit. That's all. You know, that's the hardest part, if you want to call that hard. It's really not that hard. So just check them. And one thing I found, that if your asparagus does get a little, you know, it's like it's getting too cooked because maybe it's very thin, take it out of the oven. Leave the rest of the stuff in there. You know, you can play with this. I tell you, it's one of my favorite dishes. So quick, so easy, and so really flavorful, guys. Really delicious. You know, guys, I mean, just a good way to get a nice meal on the table any night of the week. I'm gonna taste the shrimps. That ancho chili powder, delicious. The asparagus has some firmness to it, just the way I like it. Perfect. Sweet potatoes, nice and soft, a little caramelized. Delicious, guys. I so hope that you guys will try this recipe. It's delicious, easy, and just easy cleanup. When I go to clean up, I just take the foil, toss that away, I'm done. Simple meal, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you have any questions or recipe requests, leave them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I've got a button for you to click. Click the button up here on the screen or down below the video, and you know, you'll be notified every week when a new video comes out. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.